This is New York's #1 news. Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Tomorrow, holiday fun and festivities come to Lincoln Square.
It is the annual Winter's Eve, and we're getting a taste of it today. Meteorologist Amy Freeze is live in Dante Park with more on what's happening. And our first look at this morning's weather. Amy, good morning. Are you warm?
Good morning, you guys. It's actually somewhat comfortable, and I think that's because our weather's been more like January than November around here. And as we roll into this first full week of December, it's going to feel a lot more seasonal. I am live right across from the Lincoln Center here on Lincoln Square. We're getting ready for Winter's Eve. This is the 14th year. I have the program for this year's event. By the way, this is Joel. He's mixing up some goodies for us a little bit later. And I'm just going over the program here. And Arlo Guthrie is back again this year. Monica Bloom is here. We're going to have a lot of information coming up in just a few minutes about what to expect for this year's event. The weather is looking very nice, though, for the tree lighting, which happens tomorrow with Sade. All right, here's the weather. What you need to know is that this morning temperatures are fairly easy to take. We've been above freezing all night, so even though we had a little bit of light moisture east of the city into Queens and Long Island, it really didn't do much to even wet the streets. It's been so light. Over Islip, a few showers have passed by. We have 39 here in the park, and most spots are well above freezing. The exception to that, Andover and Monticello, Poughkeepsie also at 31 degrees. So those higher elevations, even Trenton's reading 30 degrees right now, but it has been a lot drier in those locations with only a few light snow flurries overnight. And now we're seeing the skies open up north and west of New York City. For the rest of the weekend, very mild. If you're traveling home, if you're wondering about travel weather, there's really no worry out there. Temperatures are in the low 40s right now. We'll be switching the winds here out of the west this morning, going to a high of 47 in New York City. There is another storm coming in Monday night into Tuesday. This coastal storm looks like it's going to be just out of reach to cause any major problems around here, but we'll talk about the chances for precipitation for points east of New York City. We'll have the whole program for you. Arlo Guthrie, again, is going to be back. He's been here before, so that's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have all the details coming up for you as we go live here from Lincoln Square. Back to you guys.
And meteorologist Amy Freeze returns with the AccuWeather forecast live from Lincoln Square for Winter's Eve. That's when we come back this Sunday morning. Welcome back. Winter's Eve already, December 1st, huh?
That's right. And on the eve of Winter's Eve, meteorologist Amy Freeze is over at Lincoln Square with a look at what is ahead for tomorrow's festivities. Amy.
Well, you guys know this event really well. It's right here in our neighborhood on the Upper West Side, and 14 years we've had Winter's Eve here. I'm live right across from the Lincoln Center in Lincoln Square, and we're going to be a part of the big holiday tree lighting, which happens tomorrow afternoon. So today it's a preview of some of the food and the music that'll be a part of the big festival. And everyone comes out from the neighborhood, but we also have some people who come from outside of the Upper West Side to enjoy it. By the way, Telepen Restaurant's going to be our very first recipe this morning, and so Joel is busy working on that. I'll give you the forecast, and then we'll get the latest on what he is cooking up for us this morning. What's happening outside right now, what's happening now outside right now is we have a few clouds, and we're looking for this big change in the winds that's come our way, and it's going to allow our temperatures to return to the normal. So see that 48-degree mark? That's what we're shooting for here over the next couple of days, way off of that record of 70 set back in 2006. And the extremes, those cold temperatures that we have had over here the last couple of days, are actually going to take a back seat where we slide into December a little more comfortably than we've been. You can see a clear sky over Manhattan right now, looking from Brooklyn back in the lower part of Manhattan. It looks pretty nice. 39 degrees in Central Park. Humidity is 67%, and pressure is on the rise. So yesterday's offshore flow brought the wind from off the ocean inland. As that happened, see those sprinkles, that light drizzle we had over parts of central Long Island? That'll continue for eastern Long Island for another hour or so. So Hauppauge currently at 44 degrees, still seeing some of that light rain drizzle. It's barely enough to get the sidewalks wet, and because the temperatures are above freezing, don't worry about any major problems with that. There are sub-freezing Temperatures up in Monticello, Sussex, Poughkeepsie, also Trenton, but those areas are dry. They're already getting the shift of a northwest wind, which is completely drying out the atmosphere there. So we'll see the sun first, north and west. Here's what we're looking at for the next couple of days. It's a mild end to this big holiday weekend, a lot better than when we started. A return to average temperatures over the next couple of days. And tonight, there's another round of a wintry mix coming our way. So north and west of the city, we could have a few flurries flying. I'll show you that in the future cast. Overall, a quiet weather pattern takes us from tonight into tomorrow. Then we'll be looking down to the south. There'll be a coastal low. Right now, nothing's happening there, but it will form very quickly Monday night to early Tuesday morning. So today, mixed skies, mild conditions, a high of 47. For tomorrow, our temperatures will still be in the upper 40s, and we look for that low just barely coming into frame. As we go into the future cast, you'll see the threat of that low is mainly for places east of New York City. We roll right through the future cast into Sunday night, even Monday morning, and things are clear. It looks very pleasant across the area. By Monday night, that storm starts to form offshore, and you'll see it, a very well-defined center starts to take shape, and that's what's kind of giving us a glancing blow, and then it's out of here. I think it brings a little bit of light rain and drizzle to parts of eastern Long Island and coastal Connecticut, and that's what we've got. Highs across the area today, a return to seasonal numbers. We will have some 30s up in Sussex, Poughkeepsie, and Monticello because of the cold start there. This afternoon, a high of 47, peaks of sunshine, and then tomorrow we'll get mixed skies. I think even a little bit more sunshine coming in tomorrow with a high of 47. Here's the AccuWeather 7-day forecast. Light north winds take us through the early part of the work week. Tuesday morning, some drizzle. That's mainly going to be east of the city. Upper 40s to low 50s for the second half of the week. Our next chance of rain will be with a cold front on Friday, which will take our temperatures down next Saturday. Joel, Javier, chef this morning from Telepan, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
This is a favorite, a seasonal favorite that you guys make over at the restaurant. What are you
Right.
making, and tell me how it goes together.
Basically, at Telepan, we do some soups every month, and this is one of our favorites, especially when it starts to get cold. It's a vegan-based soup. It's cauliflower soup.
Okay. Now,
And-
normally, I didn't like, growing up as a kid, I didn't like cauliflower. Now, as an adult, I kind of like it. What do you do to make it taste good?
Well, basically, we sweat some onions, leeks, celery, and garlic, and then we cook it down slowly so it's soft and it gets sweeter.
Right.
And then you add the cauliflower with some veg stock, which you could use also water, just season it. And then from there, you just...
It smells delicious.
I mean,
right
you
now.
could smell it.
It
and
does smell really
And
delicious.
then from here, you just puree it.
Okay.
And at Telepan, we love this soup because like there's a lot of vegan
So it looks
people
like
and
this at the end. There's no
and it's
chunks.
no cream on it.
Right, there's no
which is,
chunks of cauliflower. It's
Right,
very
exactly,
smooth.
exactly.
It's very smooth. It's very
So
delicious.
this is a favorite at Telepan.
And what do you put across the top?
And then we just garnish it with some cauliflower, some pears, hazelnuts, which you can use whatever nuts you want. Walnuts is fine, and we do whole wheat croutons, but regular croutons fine too for some crunch.
Joel, I'm going to pass these over to Phil and Tony. Let them try it out. Tony has just switched over to vegan diet.
This is perfect for her.
This is perfect for her. So you guys ready?
Yes,
Ready to try
indeed.
it?
Yes, indeed. Wow.
Oh, that may have been well done. That may have been the best handoff ever on this show. Amy, that was brilliant. You need to take a look at that.
We did it.
You got it. Tomorrow night, come say hi to Joel. He's one of the restaurants, but there are dozens of places where you can try out the best recipes here on the Upper West Side. It's all part of Winter's Eve.
All right, Amy, Joel,
Beautiful.
thank you so much. This is
Joel,
delicious.
this is delicious. Very, very good.
Good job.
All right. Straight
I'm meteorologist Amy Freeze. One of our favorite ways at WABC to kick off the holiday season, it's Winter's Eve. We're doing a preview this morning of the big event tomorrow, the tree lighting, all the details coming up in just a few minutes right here on Eyewitness News this morning.
morning, and we have meteorologist Amy Freeze back with us this morning, but she's out with a preview of Winter's Eve this morning.
Hi, Amy. Oh, that soup was so
Hi,
good.
guys. You know, this is actually one of the highlights for us at the station. It's kicking off the holiday season. It's the 14th year for Winter's Eve. It's right near our home, WABC, on the Upper West Side. I'm just across from Lincoln Center here in Lincoln Square. And this is a time when the entire neighborhood sort of invites not just the neighbors, but anybody who wants to come to the Upper West Side and get into the spirit of the holiday season. There's lots of food to try. There's festivities. There's so much to do for the kids. Every year you can come out and try something that you've never tried before here on the Upper West Side. I'll also tell you about the big holiday tree lighting that we will do on Eyewitness News tomorrow afternoon during the 5 o'clock news. First, though, here's a look at what's happening with the weather. As the sun comes up, clouds will be decreasing across the area. Temperatures have been above freezing and actually rising in a lot of places overnight. In Central Park, we currently have temperatures in the upper 30s. We'll go with 39 as the reading right now. Winds have been changing from the east to the west, and already we're seeing some of those northwest winds for Monticello, Andover, Poughkeepsie, Trenton. These are the places also that were right below the freezing point. White Plains 32, but as cold as those spots were, they didn't have the moisture where we had it over Long Island, parts of Queens eastward, getting a little bit of light rain and drizzle overnight, but the temperatures there were above freezing. So just a little bit of wet sidewalk in some of those spots, and we'll see that threat ending within the next hour. So planning for this morning, low 40s by 10 o'clock. East winds go to the west. We get a high of 47 in New York City, and then upper 30s by 10 o'clock. So another mild night tonight. Coming up in the AccuWeather 7-day forecast, pretty worry-free as you send the relatives and friends home from a big holiday weekend. But ahead in the work week, we do have a couple of systems to talk about. I'll have that in the AccuWeather 7-day forecast. We'll talk about the big tree. Sade Benoit from WABC News will be doing the tree lighting tomorrow at 5:30 right here on Lincoln Square. We'll have much more in just a few minutes, you guys. Back inside to you.
Ah, cool. She does it very well. If there's a tree lighter in the house, it's Sade.
That's right.
Beautiful. I had one spoonful too many of the soup because now I have onion breath and I got to sit next to this guy.
No, it's fine. Amy, you always know I have minty gum. The soup was worth it. The soup was that.
It was so worth it. It was delicious.
Yes,
I
indeed.
can't believe that they can get the cauliflower to be that smooth.
Incredible.
They puree it.
Like
they
gravy.
Puree it.
I can't believe that Tony cares about her onion breath. She knows me.
Oh,
You got a bunch of friends back there now.
We do. Along with the food for Winter's Eve, they also have entertainment. And we got teenagers up early. Real early. This is LaGuardia High School, and they have part of their vocal group here this morning. Carl Johnson has brought them along. They're going to be singing for us, but first, the forecast. So let's go to a live picture and show you what's happening around the area. We have mostly clear skies over the city here now. A few clouds are lingering in spots, but we'll see those clouds leaving the area, and we'll see a return to near normal temperatures. Look, it's been like January around here with temperatures running 10 degrees below the average, and today will be our first day to kind of push those upper 40s around here. That's how beautiful it looks from Brooklyn into lower Manhattan. The skies are looking nice as the sun comes up. We'll see our temperatures climb a few degrees. Right now, we're at 70% humidity. Winds are calm. Pressure is on the rise, and a 39-degree reading in the park. There are colder temperatures north and west. In fact, sub-freezing in some spots, but we've had no precipitation there. Meanwhile, warmer temperatures over Long Island, upper 30s for Great Neck, Massapequa, and Hauppauge, and that's where we had the moisture. So as you can see, it didn't freeze because we were so warm. Just some damp areas on the sidewalks. 21 for Sussex, 23 in Monticello, 31 for Poughkeepsie. Oh, we got a 30-degree reading in Trenton as well. So those are the coldest spots on the map. White Plains reading 32. Here's what you need to know. A mild into the holiday weekend, so you can say goodbye to your friends and family that have been in town with no weather worries to keep them back from traveling home. Returning to average temperatures starting today, and we'll hold that for the first week of December. Tonight, we get a wintry mix north and west of the city. That's only for the highest elevations where we could see a little bit of light rain, maybe even some snow mixing in, and temperatures will be freezing, so slick areas are possible. On the radar and satellite picture, it's that disturbance coming over the Great Lakes that's going to produce some lake effect snow, and some of that sneaks into the northern counties. For the rest of us, it's mixed skies and mild conditions, 47. That's going to feel downright balmy compared to the upper 30s and the really serious wind chills that we've had the last week or so around here. A better blend of skies tomorrow. We start off the work week with some good sun breaks and temperatures near 50 degrees in a lot of locations. Here's the futurecast. We watch this one real carefully because once we get into Monday night, there is a coastal low that will start to develop. So rolling through Sunday, no worries. early Monday, lots of sunshine. It looks nice, and we push those temperatures into the upper 40s. And then once we get into Monday night, that low pressure system develops offshore. Look how far it is. The center of the low is well out to sea. I think at best, it brings a little bit of light rain for parts of eastern Long Island, and then the highest elevations north and west of the city could see, again, some light flurries. That's what we have to start the work week. Midweek, things are looking really good. So temperatures in the upper 40s seem real reasonable for the next couple of days. Upper 30s for Monticello, and then you'll see improvements in the skies by Monday afternoon. So looking at the AccuWeather 7-day forecast, the trend here is to be near normal, a return to average. And as we wrap up the month of November, believe it or not, with all the roller coaster rides with temperatures going up and down, we do end with near average or near normal overall. But that's what the story of climate is all the extremes. Mid-40s right through the middle of the week, 51 on Thursday. All right, Winter's Eve. This is the 14th year that they've done it here on the Upper West Side. They have the holiday tree lighting tomorrow at 5:30, which WABC is a big part of. It'll be live on the station. But also, this is a chance for you to check out what we have in our neighborhood. LaGuardia High School is right here. Mr. Johnson, have them take the stage.
Jingle bell, jingle bell rock. A jingle bell swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing of bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. A jingle bell chime in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a right time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. A jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle and a jingling beat. That's the Jingle Bell Rock.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle
They're going
bells
to keep singing. We'll have them around for some of the morning. And believe it or not, you guys, this is one of New York City's public specialized high schools right here on the Upper West Side. These students come from all over the 5 boroughs every morning to attend high school right here in our neighborhood. They're so talented, bright young people. We're excited that they're a part of the show this morning. We'll have more from them as the morning rolls on. Back to you.
Oh, lovely, those young voices. Chills, chills, chills.
And
beautiful.
And something of a Christmas miracle. We got teenagers up at this hour, Amy.
And sounding so
nice.
good. And another look at the LaGuardia High School Show Choir as part of our preview to tomorrow's Winter's Eve Fest as Eyewitness News Sunday morning continues.
Giddy up, it's grand, just holding your hand. We're riding along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy.
Good Sunday morning. You're looking live at Dante Park, where all morning long we are giving you a preview of the Winter's Eve Fest on Manhattan's Upper West Side. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday, this first day of December. Glad to have you here with us this morning.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. I'm Phil Lipoff.
And I'm Tony Yates. I'm in for Michelle Charlesworth. 7 o'clock hour of Eyewitness News Sunday morning. We are bright, especially after the kids were singing.
No, it's been
beautiful.
Great listening to the LaGuardia Choir sing all morning. Hey, listen, that tree that you just saw is going to be lit up. Shadi Badaronois is going to do the honors, and all morning long we are getting a taste of what is to come at the annual Winter's Eve celebration.
Meteorologist Amy Freeze is live in Dante Park with more on what's happening and our first look at this morning's weather. Good morning again, Amy.
Good morning, Tony and Phil. We are so excited. 13th annual Winter's Eve, actually 14th. It's the 14th year, right? 14th year of Winter's Eve right here in our neighborhood, right next to the WABC studios. If you've never come by to see WABC, we're literally in a fishbowl right on 66th and Columbus, so you can come by and see it. And tomorrow night, not just to get a glimpse of what's happening with the news and see inside how it works, but also to enjoy the Upper West Side neighborhood. Right here in Lincoln Square, across from the Lincoln Center, is where the tree is located, and we will do the lighting live on TV as well tomorrow. but they'll be opening up the restaurants and the stores and inviting people to come in, do some taste testing. Also, lots of entertainment and music, and there's something for everyone. Arlo Guthrie is back. He is fantastic. He's been here before. Also, we have lots of performing groups. We have LaGuardia High School's choir here this morning, and there's a lot of arts and crafts as well for even the young kids, so a lot to do. Here's what's happening with the weather. As far as the skies go, looking pretty good over Manhattan. Just a few clouds scattered across the area. Currently, we have upper 30s right now, 38 degrees, the official temperature at the park. Winds are going to be shifting out of the west. So yesterday we had an easterly wind which brought the mild temperatures finally going back to the average for this time of year. We have a few sub-freezing spots. Those are mainly north and west of the city, and there's a sprinkle or two left for Long Island. Here's the planning forecast for today. A high of 47 in the city. That's right where the average is for this time of year. At sunset, our temperatures will drop into the upper 30s. That's where they will stay overnight. So no worries. As grandma goes home, or if you have to travel to get out of town, we are pretty much worry-free with the weather. Coming up, I'll have much more in the AccuWeather 7-day forecast. Also, Blue Soup is here. A tasty treat coming up in just a few minutes.
Also, meteorologist Amy Freeze returns with a look at your AccuWeather forecast, some amazing food, and some wonderful singing from a preview of tomorrow's Winter's Eve Fest. Also beautiful, New York City during the holiday season. Let's check back in with meteorologist Amy Freeze, who's live over at Lincoln Square ahead of tomorrow's Winter Eve Fest.
Already my favorite segment, you guys. More food on the way, and actually we have a little grill going, so I'm keeping warm just before we talk about our next tasty treat. Travis Swikert is the chef here in the neighborhood, Upper West Side. It's all part of Winter's Eve. I'm going to tell you the details on how you can get involved. It's one of our favorite activities here during the holiday season with WABC. We do the big tree lighting, etc. We're going to give you details, but first, the forecast. Second half of the weekend, really not nearly what we had going into the weekend. So if you're trying to get the relatives out the door, you have to travel home yourself. Everything's looking smooth. 48 degrees is the normal high for this time of year. Look, the last week or so, we have been well below the average. It's felt like January around here instead of November. As we roll into the first week of December, though, we return to normal, get a little bit of comfortable weather for the first full week of December. Looking at decent skies over lower Manhattan right now from Brooklyn, 38 degrees in Central Park. Winds are calm, pressures on the rise. All right, as far as this afternoon goes, I think we're going to see a good deal of sunshine, but it's not completely cloud-free. There have been a few sprinkles for parts of Queens and Long Island overnight, but that's all moving off to the east. Temperatures have been above freezing there, so no real worry about slick spots, just a little bit of the sidewalk getting wet. All of that's out of here, and the threat is over within the next 45 minutes. Sub-freezing temperatures for Monticello, Sussex, Poughkeepsie, also Trenton. But those numbers will also come up with the sunshine, so it's a mild into the holiday weekend. We return to average temperatures, and tonight we have some isolated wintry weather north and west in the highest elevations. So that's really only going to be after midnight north and west of the city. That's part of that disturbance that's coming over the Great Lakes. So what's happening there is the lake effect snow is going to be caught up in the highest elevations. Mixed and mild. That's how we roll out today. 47, not a bad way to end the holiday weekend. Tomorrow, more of the same. Upper 40s expected once again. That's average and seasonal for this time of year. A better blend of skies. I think we see a little more sunshine tomorrow than we even see today. Here's the futurecast. While we are shower-free in the city the rest of today, there is that little disturbance that comes after midnight. You'll see it here on the futurecast. Just a quick blip that produces a few light snow showers. Then it's out of here by dawn. Monday looks good across the board. The entire tri-state seeing a good deal of sunshine. Then we watch for a coastal low that'll develop on Monday night into Tuesday. Look at that. It's way offshore. I don't think it's going to produce much of anything, but we can't completely rule out a sprinkle for parts of eastern Long Island, coastal Connecticut along 95. That's Monday night into Tuesday. Mid to upper 40s across the area today. Coldest spot will be Monticello with a high of 39. Here's the AccuWeather forecast. Upper 40s both today and tomorrow. It's going to feel a lot better than it did last week. The AccuWeather 7-day forecast, 2 things to talk about during the work week. Monday night to Tuesday, that means that we're going to start likely with some drizzle on Tuesday, and then we'll clear things out for the middle part of the week. Then a cold front on Friday that'll bring our temperatures down to the mid-40s. It's Winter's Eve. This is one of our favorite times here on the Upper West Side. It's a chance to try out the restaurants, listen to some music. Arlo Guthrie's going to be here this year, and let me introduce the chef, Travis Swikard. First of all, where are you from and what are you making?
I'm from San Diego, California. I'm here today making some North African lamb merguez. It's a highly seasoned, spicy sausage from North Africa. So in here we have some house-made harissa, some piquillo peppers. We have some salt.
Smells so good.
I'm gonna add some cumin and anise seed to that, some Aleppo pepper, some fresh cilantro,
Yum.
and a little chili flake. We're gonna let that marinate overnight, mix it up really nice. And once that's marinated, we're gonna grind that the next day. And we have, after that, we grind it and make it into some little slider patties.
So over at the restaurant, I like to say, Bulatsoon. How do you say it?
Blutsud.
Bulatsoon.
Exactly.
I love saying that. It was one of our favorite places, but the lamb sliders are big. They're a big hit at the restaurant.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, people love these. They're absolutely delicious to look at. You go ahead and plate them up. The grill smells delicious as well. Like, I've been warming up a little bit with it. By the way, you know, San Diego, weather like a weather name like freeze wouldn't really fly there, would it?
Not exactly, no. You're still my favorite.
Did you hear that? Say it again.
You're still my favorite.
Travis Swikard. Delicious food, Travis. Would you guys like to try? Are you ready?
Yeah, a little bit of it. Oh, got it. Thank
That was
you.
another good one right to her face.
Travis, these look beautiful. However, I'm going to eat your bun.
I'm concerned about how spicy
No
it's
pun
going to be.
intended.
I like him. He's my new best friend. Now that we have food, a little entertainment, you guys.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna listen to the LaGuardia Choir a little bit later. This morning we'll have more treats and more on the entertainment. Back to you guys.
It's delicious, Travis. Thank you very much. Not as spicy as I thought. That's good. We'll be right back.
Bun's good.
Yeah. Amy's out and about this morning. Milder temperatures today than at this time yesterday, which I'm happy about.
Yes, indeed, and good food that she has been sending to us. She is live at Lincoln Center for Winter's Eve 2013. Good morning, Amy.
Hey, Tony and Phil, good morning to you. Right here in our neighborhood, you're exactly right, Winter's Eve in its 14th year. And today is a preview of the food and the festivities that'll be happening here in the neighborhood tomorrow night. One of the big highlights for us is the lighting of the holiday bush, which is right behind me. Our very own Sade Veteran-Wah will be doing that tomorrow during the 5 o'clock news. But everyone is welcome to come into the Upper West Side. We're right across from the Lincoln Center in Lincoln Square. And right now, the weather is really nice, and tomorrow we're expecting really comfortable temperatures as well, comparative to what we've seen the last couple of days, which is upper 30s. And this very cold weather that started the holiday weekend is now taking a back seat to more mild temperatures. Right now, a few clouds around for the city, but to the east for parts of Queens, all the way stretching out to mid-Long Island and all the way to the Fork, we do have some lingering light drizzle and clouds. That'll be clearing out as well. Right now, 38 degrees. The winds are switching out of the west this morning, and as that happens, that will dry out the atmosphere. We'll have clouds from time to time. The coldest spots, though, are up in Monticello and Andover. Poughkeepsie's at 27, Trenton is at 30 degrees, and White Plains has just jumped to 34. Now, you notice the clouds off to the north. There's also a front coming across the Great Lakes. We'll talk about how that affects our weather coming up in the AccuWeather 7-day forecast. For now, the planner, a high of 47 degrees. That's quite near normal and a lot better than we have been by almost 10 degrees. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll have much more as far as food and festivities go. The LaGuardia High School Choir has been with us this morning, and we really appreciate that. Let's get back inside to Phil and Tony.
All right, it's 7:42. We want to get back out to meteorologist Amy Freeze, who's over in Lincoln Square with a preview of the 14th annual Winter's Eve celebration. I've got the program you sent us, Amy, and among all these great local acts like the pop-ups, a kids music and puppet show, one of my favorite local singer-songwriters, Charlotte Sometimes, is going to be performing right over here at Century 21.
It's really cool, isn't it, to see all these sort of familiar faces and names coming right here to the Upper West Side. It is all of that entertainment and also food. So the restaurants are opening their doors. There's a lot of samples. It's just a time to come and enjoy the Upper West Side. A lot of it is centered around the Lincoln Center, and here I am right now in Lincoln Square. Just behind me is the big holiday bush, and also we have Brianna Thomas. She's living up in Harlem now, but she is a fantastic jazz singer. So we're going to hear from her. First, let me get you up to speed with the weather. By the way, that's her her bass player. What is that instrument? Is that a cello? What is that? It's a bass. That's what I thought. Brushing up on my instruments here. All right, looking outside right now, if you peek out the window and you're here in the city, skies are looking good. The sun is around, and that's going to do a lot to help bring our temperatures back to near normal. The average high is 48 degrees. The record for this date, December 1st, 70 degrees, set back in 2006. Sunset today is at 4:29. This week we'll return to these normal temperatures, these average highs. I mean, look, the last couple of days it's felt like January around here instead of November. We're going to roll into December with a little bit more of a seasonal feel. Humidity is at 73%. Winds are calm. Pressure's on the rise. Yesterday we had an easterly wind, and that's what really kept the clouds in, but also brought some of the ocean air inland, moderating our air overhead. Few sprinkles are lingering for parts of Long Island. It doesn't last long. That'll be out of here in no time. Temperatures there are above the freezing point. We have Massapequa at 39, Hauppauge at 42. The coldest air is north and west. The winds are switching out of the west today, and so Monticello, Sussex, Poughkeepsie are all sub-freezing this morning, but your skies are dry, so there's no worry about slick travel. A mild into the holiday weekend, we return to these comfortable temperatures for this time of year, and then tonight there's a wintry mix coming in north and west of the city. This will be brief, but if you are doing any traveling late tonight, you want to be aware that the highest elevations could see a quick flurry, a quick little shower moving through the area. For most of us, the rest of today is mixed skies and mild conditions, 47. There's that front coming across the Great Lakes. Most of it falls apart, but some of that moisture could reach the highest elevations. That's where after midnight tonight we could get a little bit of a wintry mix. It shows up on the Futurecast very faintly, but it's worth a mention because so many people are going to be traveling. Monday looks like a great day across the tri-state. Temperatures in the upper 40s, so another return to seasonal temperatures. Then that low pressure system just off the coast will start to form, and it looks like it will be out of reach for most of us. We won't be able to rule out a light sprinkle for parts of Long Island, coastal Connecticut, but most places will stay dry. Highs today in the upper 30s for Sussex, Poughkeepsie, and Monticello. Everybody else mid to upper 40s. Toms River 48 for you, and Belmar high 47. Montauk near 50 degrees. We'll get some peaks of sunshine today. Clouds will come and go. Even better skies tomorrow with upper 40s across the area. The AccuWeather 7-day forecast looks good through the middle of the week, and then we have another system coming in on Friday. That's a cold front that'll take our temperatures from the mid-50s on Friday to the mid-40s again on Saturday. So Wednesday and Thursday are looking nice, and then that coastal storm on Tuesday morning could bring a little bit of light drizzle. All right, here she is. Brianna, I'm so excited to meet you. First of all, I know you have a CD coming out. When's that happening?
February 17th.
February 17th. I want to give you the most time to sing. I know you're going to be here for Winterfest. People are coming in the neighborhood to hear you, but I'm just going to turn the microphone over to you.
Oh, thank you.
Brianna Thomas.
In a mellow tone, feeling fancy free, and I'm not alone. I've got company. Everything's okay. The live long day with this mellow song. I can't go wrong in a mellow tone. That's the way to live. If you mope and groan, something's got to give. Just go your way and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh and play. There's joy unknown.
Man, I can see why Amy just let her sing.
You know, that's the only Christmas present I want, is to just wake up with a voice like that. Just wake up with it. That's all I ask, Santa.
That's called a gift.
Brianna, beautiful.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.
All right, let's get a final check on the AccuWeather forecast. Amy Freeze here. Amy, hi.
You guys, good morning. Temperatures right now are in the upper 30s. It's going to be a little warmer today, a little more comfortable, getting to the upper 40s later this afternoon, a high 48 expected in New York City. It's Winter's Eve, the 14th annual year. We're doing a preview this morning of what's to come tomorrow night. A reminder, it's from Time Warner up to 68th along Broadway. Lots of good music, lots of food, and tomorrow at 5:30 we'll be here for the holiday tree lighting. Our very own Sade Veteran-Wa will do the honors. So we'll have much more coming at the 9 o'clock hour. You guys, back inside to you.
That's a look at the big picture. Let's get a check now a little closer to home.
Thanks, Ginger. Good morning, everybody. Meteorologist Amy Freeze here live in Lincoln Square this morning. Checking the temperatures, we've got upper 30s right now and some beautiful skies over Manhattan. Some clouds are lingering for Long Island. We're looking for a high today of 47. The AccuWeather 7-day forecast, seasonal sun breaks tomorrow, a high of 48. Tuesday could start with some drizzle, 45 degrees. Then Wednesday, we're mostly sunny and temperatures climb to the upper 50s by Friday. A cold front will cool us down by next Saturday. Have a great day.